Welcome back to Coins History. Today we are going to explore some of the most interesting and highly searched United States state quarters that people still find in pocket change. These 5 coins are not just ordinary quarters, they carry history, designs, and hidden collector demand that many people never notice. From state symbols to unique artwork, each coin tells a different American story in a very small piece of metal. Stay tuned because one of these coins might surprise you with its value and rarity. Top 1. Have you ever imagined that a single $quarter, something most people barely notice in their pocket change, could secretly be worth thousands of dollars? Not just a few extra bucks, but a life-changing amount that collectors are hunting for every single day. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and potentially valuable modern coins in United States history, the 2013 Fort McHenry Washington $quarter, a coin that looks ordinary at first glance, but hides extraordinary value when it comes from a proof set and in perfect condition. Now picture this. You're holding a shiny quarter, dated 2013, featuring the iconic Fort McHenry design. It represents a powerful moment in American history, the very place where the Star-Spangled Banner was inspired during the War of 1812. The design itself is already meaningful, showing the historic fort with strength and pride. But what makes certain versions of this coin incredibly valuable isn't just the design, it's the way it was made, preserved, and graded. The Fort McHenry quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which celebrates national parks and historic sites across the United States. Millions of these coins were produced for everyday circulation. But hidden among those millions are extremely rare proof coins, specially struck pieces made with extraordinary precision, mirror-like surfaces, and razor-sharp details. These proof coins were never meant for circulation. They were carefully placed into collector sets, protected from damage, and sold directly to collectors. Here's where things start to get exciting. Not all proof coins are valuable, but when you find a Fort McHenry 2013 quarter from a proof set that has been perfectly preserved, graded at the highest levels like PR 69 or PR 70, its value can skyrocket. Why? Because perfection in coin collecting is incredibly rare. Even the smallest imperfection can lower a coin's grade. So when a coin achieves near-perfect or perfect condition, collectors are willing to pay huge amounts to own it. Now imagine a coin with deep mirror-like fields, frosted details that almost glow under light, and absolutely no scratches, marks, or flaws visible even under magnification. That is the level of quality we're talking about. These coins are not just currency, they are works of art, frozen in time, representing both history and perfection. Collectors across the United States are constantly searching for these rare proof quarters. Auction houses, online marketplaces, and private collectors have all seen the demand for high-grade examples of the Fort McHenry quarter grow steadily. And when one of these top-condition coins appears for sale, the competition becomes intense. Bidders don't hesitate, because they know opportunities like this don't come often. Another important factor that increases the value is rarity within condition. While many proof sets were produced, very few coins survive in flawless condition. Over time, even proof coins can develop tiny imperfections if not stored properly. That means the number of truly perfect Fort McHenry quarters is extremely limited. This scarcity drives prices higher and higher. Let's talk about what you should look for if you think you might have one of these valuable coins. First, check if your coin came from a proof set. Proof coins usually have a much shinier, mirror-like appearance compared to regular circulation coins. Second, examine the details carefully. Look at the sharpness of the design, especially around the fort and the flag. Third, consider professional grading. Coins that are graded by trusted grading companies often carry significantly higher value because their condition is officially verified. Also, pay attention to how the coin has been stored. Coins kept in protective cases, away from moisture and handling, have a much better chance of maintaining their high grade. Even touching a proof coin with bare hands can leave marks that reduce its value. That's why serious collectors handle coins with gloves and store them in special holders. What makes this even more thrilling is the idea that many people may already own this coin without realizing its potential. Proof sets are often purchased, stored away, and forgotten. Years later, when collectors rediscover them, they can uncover hidden treasures worth thousands of dollars. It's like a modern-day treasure hunt, except the treasure could already be sitting in your home. The story of the Fort McHenry quarter is not just about money. It's about history, craftsmanship, and the excitement of discovery. It reminds us that even in today's world, where coins are often overlooked, there are still hidden gems waiting to be found. And for collectors, that thrill is priceless. Now imagine being the person who finds one of these rare proof coins in perfect condition. Imagine sending it for grading, waiting for the results, and discovering that your simple quarter is now worth thousands. That moment of surprise, excitement, and pride is what keeps collectors searching every single day. As we come closer to the end, here's the most important part. A 2013 Fort McHenry Washington quarter dollar from a proof set, in top condition, has been known to reach values ranging from $8,500 to $9,700. So next time you come across a 2013 quarter, don't ignore it. Take a closer look. Check your collections. Go through old proof sets if you have them. Because you never know, you might be holding a small piece of history that could be worth a fortune. If you enjoyed this video and want to discover more rare and valuable coins from across the United States, make sure to stay connected. Thanks for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin stories and hidden treasures. Top 2. What if I told you that a simple 2009 quarter from the United States could be worth more than what many people earn in months? Sounds unbelievable, right? But this is exactly the kind of hidden treasure that collectors are chasing every single day. And today, we are uncovering the mystery, the excitement, and the incredible value behind one specific coin that has shocked the coin collecting world, the 2009 Guam Washington quarter dollar, especially the rare proof set version that has reached astonishing prices. Now imagine holding a 2009 quarter in your hand. At first glance, it looks just like any other coin you might get as change. But take a closer look. This is not just any quarter. This is part of the famous U.S. Territories Quarters program, a special series that honored places like Guam, Puerto Rico, American Samoa, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and the Northern Mariana Islands. Each coin tells a story, and the Guam quarter is one of the most visually striking and historically rich designs in the entire series. The reverse side of the Guam quarter features a beautiful and symbolic design, a flying prow, which is a traditional Chamorro sailing vessel, moving across the ocean. In the background, you see the shape of the island itself, along with a latte stone, a powerful symbol of Chamorro culture and heritage. The design represents strength, navigation, and identity. It's not just a coin, it's a piece of living history captured in metal. Millions of these Guam quarters were minted for everyday use. You might even find one in your pocket change today. But here's where things start to get really exciting. Among those millions, there exists a much rarer and far more valuable version, the proof coin. These proof coins were not made for circulation. They were specially crafted using advanced minting techniques, struck multiple times with polished dies, and carefully handled to achieve a mirror-like finish with frosted details. When you see a proof Guam quarter, you immediately notice the difference. The fields are deep and reflective, almost like a mirror, while the design elements stand out with a soft, frosted texture. It's a level of beauty and precision that regular coins simply cannot match. These coins were placed in official proof sets and sold directly to collectors, meaning they were preserved in much better condition than circulation coins, but not all proof coins become extremely valuable. The real magic happens when a coin is preserved in near perfect or perfect condition. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. Even the tiniest scratch or imperfection can significantly reduce a coin's value. That's why collectors are always searching for coins graded at the highest levels, PR 69 and PR 70. A PR 70 coin is considered absolutely perfect. No visible flaws, even under magnification. It's the highest standard a coin can achieve. And when it comes to the 2009 Guam proof quarter, finding one in this flawless condition is incredibly rare. That rarity is what drives the price sky high. Now let's talk about demand. Collectors in the United States are highly passionate about modern rare coins, especially those from special programs like the Territories Quarters. The Guam quarter holds a unique place because of its design, its cultural significance, and its relatively limited number of perfect proof examples. When one of these coins appears in the market with a top-grade certification, collectors compete fiercely to own it, auctions become intense. Bidders watch closely, waiting for the right moment. And when the bidding starts, it doesn't take long for the price to climb. This is not just about owning a coin, it's about owning one of the best examples in existence. Another factor that adds to the value is preservation over time. Even proof coins can lose their perfection if not stored properly. Exposure to air, moisture, or improper handling can cause tiny imperfections. That means the number of flawless Guam-proof quarters becomes even smaller as time passes. This natural reduction in perfect specimens increases scarcity, making the remaining top-grade coins even more valuable. If you're wondering whether you might have one of these valuable coins, here's what you should look for. First, check if your coin is from a proof set. Proof coins have a distinct, mirror-like appearance that is easy to recognize once you know what to look for. Second, examine the details carefully. The design should be sharp, clean, and highly defined. Third, consider having your coin graded by a professional grading service. This can confirm its condition and significantly increase its market value. Also, always remember that handling matters. If you believe you have a proof coin, avoid touching it directly with your fingers. Use gloves or hold it by the edges to prevent damage. Store it in a protective case to maintain its condition. What makes this story even more exciting is the possibility that many people already own this coin without realizing its true value. Proof sets are often purchased and stored away, sometimes forgotten for years. When rediscovered, they can reveal coins that are worth far more than anyone expected. It's like finding hidden treasure in your own home. The 2009 Guam Washington quarter dollar is a perfect example of how modern coins can become incredibly valuable under the right conditions. It combines history, artistry, rarity, and perfection into a single small piece of metal. And for collectors, that combination is irresistible. Now imagine the moment when someone discovers that their simple-looking quarter is actually worth thousands of dollars. The excitement, the disbelief, the rush, it's a feeling that keeps collectors searching every day. Because in the world of coins, you never know when you might strike gold, even with a quarter. And now, here comes the part that will truly surprise you. A 2009 Guam Washington quarter dollar from a proof set, in top perfect condition, has reached values ranging from $11,800 to $12,700. So don't overlook your coins. Check your collections, go through your proof sets, and pay close attention to those shiny quarters. Because one small discovery could change everything. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more incredible coin stories, rare finds, and hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. Top 3. Have you ever looked at a simple quarter and thought, this could be worth thousands of dollars? Most people don't. They spend it, drop it in jars, or forget it completely. But what if one of those ordinary-looking coins was actually a hidden treasure, one that collectors across the United States are desperately searching for? Today, we're diving into one of the most surprising and exciting modern coins ever released, the 2013 Mount Rushmore Washington quarter dollar, a coin that becomes incredibly valuable when it comes from a proof set and exists in near-perfect condition. Now imagine this. You're holding a 2013 quarter, and on the back, you see one of the most iconic landmarks in American history, Mount Rushmore. But this is not the usual view you've seen in pictures. Instead of the full monument, this design shows a worker carefully carving the face of Thomas Jefferson. It's detailed, unique, and gives you a rare behind-the-scenes look at how this masterpiece was created. This design alone makes the coin stand out, but its real value goes far beyond its appearance. This coin is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series that celebrates national parks and historic sites across the United States. Millions of Mount Rushmore quarters were produced and released into circulation. You might even have one in your pocket right now. But here's where the story takes a dramatic turn. Among those millions, there are special versions, proof coins, that were never meant for everyday use. Proof coins are made with extraordinary care. They are struck multiple times using specially polished dies, giving them a deep mirror-like background and frosted, highly detailed designs. When you look at a proof Mount Rushmore quarter, it almost feels like you're looking into a mirror. The details are sharper, the finish is cleaner, and the overall appearance is simply stunning. These proof coins were placed in official proof sets and sold directly to collectors. Because they were never circulated, they were preserved much better than regular coins. But even among proof coins, not all are equal. The real value comes from condition, how perfect the coin is. In the world of coin collecting, perfection is everything. Coins are graded on a scale, and the highest grades, PR 69 and PR 70, represent near perfect and perfect condition. A PR 70 coin has no visible flaws, even under magnification. It's as perfect as a coin can possibly be. And when it comes to the 2013 Mount Rushmore proof quarter, achieving that level of perfection is incredibly rare. Think about it. Even the tiniest imperfection, a small scratch, a fingerprint, or a microscopic mark, can lower the grade. That means only a very small number of these coins exist in flawless condition. And when something is both rare and in high demand, the value can rise dramatically. Collectors across the United States are constantly searching for these high-grade proof coins. The Mount Rushmore quarter is especially popular because of its unique design and historical significance. It's not just a coin, it's a story of craftsmanship, dedication, and American heritage captured in metal. When a top-grade example of this coin appears at auction or in the collector's market, the competition can be intense. Serious collectors know how rare these coins are, and they're willing to pay significant amounts to add one to their collection. This demand continues to push the value higher, especially for coins that have been professionally graded and certified. Another important factor is how these coins have been stored over time. Even proof coins can lose their perfection if they are not handled properly. Exposure to air, humidity, or improper storage can cause tiny imperfections. That means the number of flawless coins decreases over time, making the remaining perfect examples even more valuable. If you're wondering whether you might own one of these valuable coins, here are a few things to check. First, look for that mirror-like shine. Proof coins are much more reflective than regular coins. Second, examine the details closely. The design should be sharp and clean, with no signs of wear. Third, consider professional grading. Having your coin graded can confirm its condition and significantly increase its value. Also, be very careful when handling coins you believe might be valuable. Always hold them by the edges and avoid touching the surface. Store them in protective cases to preserve their condition. These small steps can make a huge difference in maintaining a coin's value. What makes this even more exciting is the possibility that these coins are already out there, waiting to be discovered. Many people bought proof sets years ago and stored them away. Some may have forgotten about them completely. Imagine going through an old collection and finding a coin that turns out to be worth thousands of dollars. That's the thrill of coin collecting, the idea that hidden treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. The 2013 Mount Rushmore Washington quarter dollar is a perfect example of how modern coins can become incredibly valuable. It combines history, artistry, rarity, and condition into one small piece of metal. And for collectors, that combination is irresistible. Now picture the moment when someone realizes that their simple quarter is actually worth a fortune. The excitement, the disbelief, the rush, it's what keeps collectors searching day after day. Because in this world, even a single coin can change everything. And now, here comes the part you've been waiting for. A 2013 Mount Rushmore Washington quarter dollar from a proof set, in top near perfect or perfect condition, has reached values ranging from $8,500 to $9,700. So the next time you see a 2013 quarter, don't just ignore it. Take a closer look. Check your collections, your drawers, your old proof sets. Because you might be holding something far more valuable than you ever imagined. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more incredible coin stories, rare discoveries, and hidden treasures that could be waiting just for you. Top 4. What if I told you that a simple 2007 quarter, something you might ignore every single day, could secretly be worth more than a luxury vacation, maybe even more than a small car? It sounds unbelievable, almost impossible, but in the world of coin collecting, this is exactly the kind of hidden treasure that turns ordinary people into lucky discoverers. And today, we are uncovering one of those incredible coins, the 2007 Montana Washington $quarter, a coin that becomes extremely valuable when it comes from a proof set and exists in near perfect or flawless condition. Now picture this. You're holding a 2007 quarter, and on the back, you see a beautiful, rugged landscape, a bison skull resting in the foreground, with the vast Montana plain stretching behind it. The sky is wide, the mountains stand strong, and the entire design captures the spirit of the American West. It's not just a coin, it's a story of history, nature, and identity. The Montana quarter is part of the famous 50-state quarters program, one of the most successful coin series ever released in the United States. Millions upon millions of these Montana quarters were minted and released into circulation. People used them in stores, dropped them in jars, and spent them without a second thought. Even today, you might still find one in your pocket change. But here's where things take a dramatic turn. Hidden among those millions is a much rarer version of this coin, the proof coin. Proof coins are not your ordinary coins. They are specially made using polished dies and struck multiple times to create a stunning mirror-like finish. When you look at a proof Montana quarter, the background shines like glass, while the design elements appear frosted and incredibly sharp. It's a level of detail and beauty that regular coins simply cannot match. These proof coins were never meant to be spent. They were carefully placed into official proof sets and sold directly to collectors. Because of this, they were preserved in much better condition than regular coins. But even among proof coins, only a very small number achieve the highest levels of perfection, and that's where the real value begins. In coin collecting, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale, and the highest grades, PR 69 and PR 70, represent near perfect and perfect condition. A PR 70 coin is flawless. No scratches, no marks, no imperfections, even under magnification. It is the ultimate standard of quality. Now think about how difficult it is for a coin to remain perfect over time. Even the smallest mistake, like touching the surface with bare hands or exposing it to air, can create tiny imperfections. That's why so few coins achieve this level of perfection. And when it comes to the 2007 Montana proof quarter, finding one in flawless condition is incredibly rare. This rarity is exactly what drives collectors crazy. Across the United States, collectors are constantly searching for high-grade proof coins. The Montana quarter is especially popular because of its striking design and its connection to American heritage. When a perfect or near-perfect example appears on the market, collectors don't hesitate, they compete. Auctions become intense. Bidders watch closely, waiting for their chance. And when the moment comes, the price climbs quickly. Because everyone knows that opportunities like this don't come often. Owning a top-grade Montana proof quarter is not just about having a coin, it's about owning one of the finest examples in existence. Another important factor that increases the value of these coins is time. As years pass, even proof coins can lose their perfection if they are not stored properly. Tiny spots, scratches, or environmental damage can reduce their grade. This means that the number of flawless coins becomes smaller and smaller over time, making the remaining perfect examples even more valuable. If you're wondering whether you might have one of these valuable coins, there are a few things you should look for. First, check if your coin has that deep mirror-like shine. Proof coins are much more reflective than regular coins. Second, examine the details carefully. The design should be sharp, clean, and highly defined. Third, consider professional grading. A certified grade can confirm your coin's condition and significantly increase its value. Handling is also very important. If you believe you have a proof coin, avoid touching the surface directly. Always hold it by the edges and store it in a protective case. These small precautions can make a huge difference in preserving the coin's condition and value. What makes this story even more exciting is the possibility that these coins are already out there, waiting to be discovered. Many people purchased proof sets years ago and stored them away. Some may have forgotten about them completely. Imagine opening an old box, finding a proof set, and realizing that one of the coins inside could be worth thousands of dollars. That's the magic of coin collecting, the thrill of discovering hidden treasure. The 2007 Montana-Washington quarter dollar is a perfect example of how a modern coin can become incredibly valuable. It combines history, art, rarity, and perfection into one small piece of metal. And for collectors, that combination is irresistible. Now imagine the moment when someone realizes that their simple-looking quarter is actually worth a fortune. The excitement, the shock, the rush, it's a feeling that keeps collectors searching every single day. Because in this world, even the smallest coin can hold incredible value, and now, here comes the moment you've been waiting for. A 2007 Montana-Washington quarter dollar from a proof set, in top near perfect or perfect condition, has reached values ranging from $12,500 to $13,700. So the next time you see a 2007 quarter, don't just ignore it. Take a closer look. Check your collections, your drawers, your old proof sets. Because you might already have a hidden treasure sitting right in front of you. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin stories, rare discoveries, and hidden treasures that could change your life. Top 5. Have you ever stopped for a second and wondered, what if one of the very first state quarters ever released in the United States could secretly be worth thousands of dollars today? Not just any quarter, but one that millions of people have seen, touched, and spent without even thinking twice. Today, we're uncovering a coin that started it all, yet still manages to shock collectors with its hidden value, the 1999 New Jersey-Washington quarter dollar, a coin that becomes incredibly valuable when it comes from a proof set and exists in near-perfect or flawless condition. Now imagine holding this coin in your hand. On the reverse side, you see a powerful historical moment captured forever, General George Washington crossing the Delaware River during the American Revolutionary War. The scene is dramatic, full of movement, courage, and determination. Soldiers are rowing through icy waters, pushing forward into history. This design isn't just beautiful, it represents one of the most iconic turning points in American history. The 1999 New Jersey quarter is part of the legendary 50-state quarters program, and it holds a special place because it was among the very first coins released in this groundbreaking series. That alone makes it highly collectible. Millions of these coins were produced for circulation, and they quickly became a sensation across the country. People started collecting quarters like never before, but here's where things get truly exciting. Among those millions of regular coins, there exists a much rarer version, the proof coin. These proof coins were specially made for collectors, using polished dies and advanced minting techniques to create a flawless, mirror-like finish. Unlike regular coins, they were never meant to be spent. They were carefully placed into official proof sets and preserved with great care. When you look at a proof New Jersey quarter, the difference is immediately clear. The background shines like a mirror, reflecting light beautifully, while the design appears frosted and sharply detailed. It's not just a coin, it's a piece of art. Every line, every detail, every feature stands out with incredible clarity, but here's the real secret that most people don't know. Not all proof coins are valuable. The true value comes down to one critical factor, condition. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale, and the highest grades, PR 69 and PR 70, represent near perfect and perfect condition. A PR 70 coin is absolutely flawless. No scratches, no marks, no imperfections, even under magnification. It's as perfect as a coin can possibly be. And when it comes to the 1999 New Jersey proof quarter, achieving that level of perfection is extremely rare. Think about it. Even the smallest imperfection, like a tiny hairline scratch or a fingerprint, can lower the grade. That means only a very limited number of these coins exist in perfect condition today. And when something is both rare and in high demand, the value can increase dramatically. Collectors across the United States are constantly searching for these high-grade proof coins. The New Jersey quarter is especially popular because it marks the beginning of the state quarters era. It's not just a coin, it's a piece of history that started a nationwide collecting movement. Owning a perfect example of this coin is like owning a piece of that legacy. When one of these top-condition coins appears in the market, the competition becomes intense. Collectors are ready. They watch auctions closely, waiting for the right opportunity. And when the bidding begins, it doesn't take long for the price to rise. Because everyone knows how rare these coins are, and how valuable they can be. Another important factor is time. Over the years, even proof coins can lose their perfection if they are not stored properly. Exposure to air, humidity, or improper handling can cause tiny imperfections. This means that the number of flawless coins decreases over time, making the remaining perfect examples even more valuable. If you're wondering whether you might have one of these valuable coins, here are a few things to look for. First, check if your coin has that deep mirror-like shine. Proof coins are much more reflective than regular coins. Second, examine the details carefully. The design should be sharp, clean, and highly defined. Third, consider professional grading. Having your coin graded can confirm its condition and significantly increase its value. Handling is also extremely important. If you believe you have a proof coin, avoid touching the surface directly. Always hold it by the edges and store it in a protective case. These small precautions can help preserve its condition and protect its value. What makes this even more exciting is the possibility that these coins are already out there, hidden in collections, drawers, or old proof sets. Many people bought proof sets in 1999 and stored them away, never realizing their potential future value. Imagine rediscovering one of those sets today and finding a coin that could be worth thousands of dollars. That's the thrill of coin collecting, the excitement of uncovering hidden treasure. The 1999 New Jersey-Washington quarter dollar is a perfect example of how a modern coin can become incredibly valuable. It combines historical significance, artistic design, rarity, and condition into one small piece of metal. And for collectors, that combination is simply irresistible. Now imagine the moment when someone realizes that their ordinary-looking quarter is actually worth a fortune. The surprise, the excitement, the disbelief, it's a feeling that keeps collectors searching every single day. Because in this world, even the smallest coin can hold incredible value. And now, here comes the moment you've been waiting for. A 1999 New Jersey-Washington quarter dollar from a proof set, in top near perfect or perfect condition, has reached values ranging from $15,500 to $17,700. So the next time you see a 1999 quarter, don't just ignore it. Take a closer look. Check your collections, your drawers, your old proof sets. Because you might already be holding a hidden treasure without even knowing it. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more incredible coin stories, rare discoveries, and hidden treasures that could change your life.